Hi guys, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I'm doing the next update in my project pan. If that's what you're looking for, you're in luck because I have one for you today. With that being said, for those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I am a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a district leader for Ulta, so I get a lot of education in my position. I like to bring you that education through things like reviews and hauls and generalized everyday beauty content that you're gonna see out here on the platform. But I also just kind of like to talk about makeup, so I'm here 3 times a week to do just that, and I hope that that sounds like something that will warm your heart as much as it soothes my soul, and that you'll want to subscribe before you go. And now the introductions are out of the way, let's roll into this project pan. I have a pretty exciting project pan for you, if I do say so myself. I am stoked about the progress that we're making in some of these things, and I have a little bit of a cheat for you, but it's totally not my fault. I'm just going to go on record saying that. But the other products, so excited about. So let's start with this. Always, this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. This foundation is a foundation that is and has been a favorite of mine for a very long time. I absolutely love the way this looks on my skin, and you guys can see I've used quite a bit of it. There is the markings for what we're looking at that has happened throughout this project pan. This is a original to this project pan this year. Those marks are just from the updates that we've done in this project pan series. It's not a resurrected product. It's not something that I've had in a project pan before. The reason why I put it into the project pan is because although it is a favorite of mine, it does appear to be something that is going out of the Fenty lineup, because it's like half off at Sephora, and there's only like 3 shades that you can get these days. And Ulta just recently brought Fenty into their walls, and this didn't come with it. So it makes me wonder, is this going out? Have you guys heard? Have I just been hiding under a rock? I'm pretty sure that this is going out. But this came in last update at 31 grams, and it comes in this update at 29. I did use it quite a few times actually, but there's not a whole lot of use in it. I do think...
Could you say that again? Oh my god, Siri just scared the shit out of me. Did you see me jump? Heart, I need to. I'm too old for that, Siri.
I can't even remember what I was saying. I do think that I got some usage out of it. In my head, I think I wore it quite a few times, but in actuality, that might be just 2 or 3 times. I don't typically wear this to the stores or out and about these days. It's just far too hot for this kind of foundation. And also, in case you didn't know, I am more of a I want to see my skin kind of foundation wearer, which means skin tints or BB creams even, or tinted moisturizers, more than I am a foundation. This has a really nice medium coverage. Today I am wearing it, but that is typically all I have been wearing it in is video days. So put it on with a really light hand, went over the top of it with a sponge to soak up a lot of it, so you can still see my freckles. But I do enjoy this foundation. It's one of my favorites, but I will be happy to have it out of my collection when and if it decides to vacate the premises. I think we probably have another 2 or 3 months in this, unless I wholeheartedly focus on this, and that's probably not going to happen. The next item I have here is the Milk Blush Stick. This is the Never Ending Blush, but I do see like an end in sight. This is all that's left of this blush. I can't roll it up anymore. Maybe I can. No, I can't roll it up anymore. It just turns and turns and turns. I don't know if that means that there's more product in here that I am not able to like get out of the contraption or no. I don't think so, but I could be entirely wrong. This did come in at 14 grams last month, and it's coming in at 13 grams this month. And this is one of those items that I will tell you again, kind of is starting to smell a little off. It's not breaking me out at this moment, so I will continue to use it until it does, or until I can get it out of my collection. I do hope that this will be out of my collection by the end of next month. There's an update to how I'm going about emptying makeup in this video, so stay tuned for that. But when this is flat and I can no longer put it on my face with ease, I will count it as empty because I have used all of it, and there is a reason for that upcoming. But the next item is going to be another Milk makeup product. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This is a primer, and it's a primer that I'm wearing today. I do put this along like my T-zone area, not because I am, you know, an oily mess, but because that is where I see the most, like, if I'm honest, where I see the most texture in my skin. And I feel like this really does a good job of minimizing that texture. So I will put it on my forehead and down here where I have my giant 11 creases, and then on my cheeks throughout this area here, and then on my chin. So that is where this is on my face today. It's a good blur stick, and again, this is all I can see of it, is what you see here. So as soon as this is flat to the contraption and I cannot get anything out or anything to come out of the contraption again, I will call it done and good, because I'm just over digging products out, to be honest. So again, that one came in at 14 grams. It comes in at 13 grams this month, so just a little bit of product used. This one I'm really excited about because I finally think that we surpassed the air bubble in it, which was causing us to think that I was not using this at all. If I'm honest, I myself was getting so frustrated with coming to you with no new lines, and I'm like, I'm using it, I really am. Well, now I think that you can see that I have been using it, and there was indeed just an air bubble, because this is the Laura Geller Sugar Scrub. It came in at 17 grams last month, and it is coming in at 13 grams this month, and you can see now there is quite a bit of like flatness to the component, and you can see that the line has changed. This line is there at the bottom. I prematurely put a line in there before I actually used it over the last couple days, but also made sure I bent it to see where the line exactly was. So the bottom of this line is the current line for this product. I love this sugar scrub, but I'm telling you, this has lasted me so dang long. It's old. It's old. I probably should not be using it anymore, but it still tastes like sugar. It still smells good. Like, it's not super oily. It's a great sugar scrub. I feel like it does a really good job. But I'll be happy to have it out of my collection at this point. I also have this. This is the Winky Luxe Eyebrow Pencil. This is called the Unibrow. This was new into my project pan last month. I use this dang near every day, and this is where it's at right now. You know, I can tell you, and you guys will see the picture, this is not very much usage. It's like literally maybe 3 millimeters of space between last month's line and this month's line. And brow products, typically when my brows are done, which they are currently, typically I don't use brow products all that much, except for my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. That is my holy grail. It's something I use every single day. I don't use pencils if my brows have recently been done. However, because this is in my project pan, I am using it. But I feel like brow pencils either go really quickly or they take you 500 years to do. I feel like this is going to take me 500 years to do. I really thought it was going to be an easy peasy gimme product, and it's just not going to be a gimme product. This easily has through December, through the end of the year, left in that brow product. I'm sure of it, because you just use so very little. And this isn't a precision pencil. This is one of the ones that, you know, is like triangular in shape, and you can use it to like really fill in sparse areas in your brows. I don't need that. I don't have super sparse brows, but I have been using it. It's a decent color. As far as a universal brow pencil shade goes, that is a much better universal shade than the one from It Cosmetics in Universal Taupe. That one is horrible. Also, that pencil is horrible. This I do have a picture of, but in addition to that, it weighed in at 9 grams last time, and it weighs in at 9 grams this time. So we're not seeing any traction as far as weight goes, but also when you see the picture, like, I might as well have not drawn another line, if I'm honest. The last thing that I have is this guy here, and this is the Buxom Pencil. Now, I can still sharpen it, and it is still working out for me. So we are not taking this out. We are not calling this done, but I am really super stoked to see that the lid fits on it, and you can't even see the pencil in there anymore, because that means the end is near. This guy, I don't have any weight for. I never have taken a weight for it. In the future, when I roll something in to take its place, I will take a weight for it. But I do have a picture of where it sat, you know, last month versus this month versus even, I think, in May. And you can see there's quite a difference in the amount of usage from May to June, but very little difference from June to July. So had I focused on this, we might have seen this rolling out this month, but I'm just tired of it, if I'm honest. It is on my lips today. I do like it, but I'm just tired of it. The last 4 items that I have to talk to you about are all empty, which is so exciting. Let's start with this. This rolled in last month. I rolled it in on the 3rd when we did our video, or when I took the pictures and all the things for the video. And I rolled it out 3 days later. There was so little product in this guy. I think I remember telling you that I couldn't, like, it's not retractable. Like, as soon as you push it up, like, it stays up. There is no, you can't get it back into the component, so I wasn't going to push it up. So we had no idea how much was in it. Well, there was nothing. There was nothing left in it. I could get some usage out of it if I was able to, like, point it straight up and down and use it that way, because you can definitely see that there's still some left in the tip there, but I'm not going to dig that out, and putting that against my eye just isn't working, right? It's plastic, so it hurts. So I'm not going to use it. So rolling out is the Marc Jacobs eye pencil that we rolled in last month. Also rolling out, very exciting, is this. This is the Clinique Lip Gloss that I had in here, and this one is their Caramel Pop lip gloss, and I love a milky lip gloss, so this wasn't hard for me to use up. I did end up taking the stopper out of this guy and utilizing, you know, and I think that you can see it is completely empty in there. You can see the bottom of the barrel, and I'm really super excited to have a lip product out of my collection, because that rarely happens. The next 2, I'm sure that, you know, with deduction you can figure it out. I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I do believe that this is pretty empty, but I'm going to tell you why there's a question on it in just 1 second. And the last one, of course, is the Colourpop Super Shock. I have 2 stories, and that's why these 2 guys are last. This is a story that's actually very tragic, and this is the cheat, I feel like. So last update we saw this. It had a pretty large pan in it, and I had been working on that pan all month. I was putting it on pretty much every eye look in some way, shape, or form. Lower lash line, whatever. I put it on my vanity here, like, let's say right here. I stand and do my makeup here. Let's say this was even probably more accurately, this was right here. Kind of sitting on the edge, exactly how it is right now. I'm very sad about it, actually. I feel like I could have got so much more use out of it, and I'm not gonna be able to, because what happened was I was standing here doing my makeup, and I turned with a product in my hand, whether it was, I think it was my mascara or something, I don't know. Turned with a product in my hand, and as I turned, I knocked this off open onto the floor. And it was already a pretty dry shadow, and it spilled out all over the floor, and now it's empty. So here's the thing. if it had spilled out all over my vanity, I would have picked it up, packed it back in here, because my vanity is clean. My floor is also clean, but it's carpet, and you can never be 100% sure if the carpet is 100% clean, especially when you have pets and kids and shoes that you wear everywhere that you go, including this room in your house. So we're calling this empty because it is empty. I'm calling it finished through my project pan because I did finish it through my project pan. I was diligently using this. So come for me in the comments if you want to about how this is cheating, but I'm calling this an empty this month. The last one is this one, and this is where I get the idea that I am no longer going after the rest of the damn makeup in the contraption. If it's done, it's done. I'm no longer... You might find me, depending on the product, I guess, tearing apart components, but I no longer want to be the person that cuts up a component just to finish up. There's maybe 12 cents worth of product left in here, maybe. But I do think it's done because there is a spot on the bottom of this component that I can see some light peering through. But here's what happened. I was trying to take out the stopper to get the rest of the product like off the walls and whatnot, and I think that you guys can see there's some like voiding on the sidewalls of the product, which is indeed what makes me believe that this is also empty entirely. I was trying to get the stopper out of this thing, and that stopper was being a bitch, for lack of better words, and instead of coming out the last time I poked my tweezer in there to try and pick it up, it went all the way into the component. So now I have shredded up plastic in this component, and when the last time I used this, when I pulled the doe foot out to use it on my skin, there were pieces of that plastic on the doe foot. So I am no longer calling this a product that has product in it as it pertains to my project pan. So we are also calling this an empty. So long story short, I have 4 empties this project pan. Yay! I'm so excited about that because so far we have not made a whole lot of progress towards that 50 product goal that I had in mind when I started this update. That's probably not going to happen, and I'm okay with that. But with that said, to replace this Marc Jacobs eyeliner, I am rolling in this Marc Jacobs eyeliner. It is almost the same color. As a matter of fact, when I purchased this fine liner, I thought, oh shit, I purchased a color I already have. This one is definitely deeper, more like a blackened purple and matte. This one has a little bit of shimmer to it. It is on my lower lash line today, and I really kind of love it. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner, and this one is in the shade Plumage. It's a really nice, pretty metallic purple that looks very similar to the other purple which I wiped off, which I shouldn't have wiped off, but it's got a little bit of sparkle to it and isn't matte at all and shows up a little bit more plum than it does that deep dark blackened purple. So I'm really excited to bring that into my collection. That one weighed in at 6 grams, and literally this is all that there is in this. So I do think that this could be also, this is a liner that I wear on my lower lash line. I also will tightline my upper lash line with this guy. I love just what it brings to the table as far as not quite black kind of consistency in my eyeliner game, especially on the upper tight line. So I love that guy. Super excited to bring that into this project pan. In place of the lip gloss, I am bringing in another sample size lip gloss, but one that counts against me in my inventory. But this also sits in my purse. It is a lip gloss that I have on my lips today. It's a really beautiful lip gloss. So because this is clear lip gloss in a clear tube, I'm not going to take any kind of, I'm not going to mark it at all, but I do have a weight on it, and this weighed in at 13 grams today as I'm filming. I'm excited to see what that looks like next time. So the other 2 products, I guess, aren't really like compensatory items. I had this concealer, but I am bringing in another foundation instead of concealer. And it's another Fenty foundation, and this doesn't mean I'm trying to get rid of my Fenty, but you'll see, spoiler alert, I replaced this product in my collection already because I know it's almost gone. In my haul video, you will see. So this is the Fenty E Straps. I am in the shade 9. This is a beautiful skin tint for any skin type. I firmly believe it's got a really nice almost dewiness to it, but not, if that makes any sense. I am a really dry skin person, for those of you who do not know, and just a little feedback on like my skin makeup so that you understand why I love this product and maybe the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating. I have really super dry skin. I have aging skin. I don't really have enlarged pores to speak of, so I don't need a whole lot of blurring. I don't have problematic skin, so I'm not seeing a lot of you know, acne or fine lines, and I have fine lines and wrinkles, just not a lot of them. I would say around my eyes is where they're most present. I had somebody the other day go, "You don't have a wrinkle on your face. You can't tell me you're 45 years old. You can't tell me you're that age." Well, I am. And I don't know how I got lucky. I really did. But this is a beautiful foundation that kind of gives me a little bit of dewiness, but not dewy to the extent of oily. It blurs any imperfection I might have in my skin, and it just goes on so beautifully, moves with my face, breathes with my face, and I love it. And that is why I purchased a backup. But because I purchased a backup, I need to get rid of this guy. It's almost gone. So I put it in here as probably another gimme product. Because it is summer, I see this not lasting very long in this project pan. So super excited to bring that in. The last product I'm rolling in is not even close to being compensatory to the single eyeshadow from Colourpop, but it is the Tula Primer. So this is the Prime of Your Life Tula Primer, and this is actually in my Shop My Stash, but I am gonna keep it in the Shop My Stash drawers, but I like it so much that I'm gonna pan it. And I'm gonna pan it because I just have so many other primers that I also love so much. I've pretty much like drilled down all my primers to primers that I really love. This is almost gone. It's, again, I wear primer every single day. I love this primer. It's another gimme product, kind of. So all 4 of the products that I brought in, I really feel like we could be done with next update, potentially. So there's that. This is also in my Shop My Stash. I think that that is going to help me help myself get through these products. But hey, listen, it's okay if I gimme products. The reason why it's okay is because this is my project pan and I do what I want. But also, I'm trying to get to 50 products. I'm not even close. So I'm gonna fail at the end of the year anyways, so let me just live my life. That's what I have to say. So with that said, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed me, and I hope you enjoyed it or me enough that you'll want to subscribe before you go. I also hope that you'll want to give it a thumbs up before you go. I would appreciate it so much. You guys are rock stars out there, and I just hope that everybody is doing well, everybody is feeling well, everybody is happy, healthy, and getting along as best you can in this crazy world that we're living in right now, currently, today. I also hope that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.